The race for the Republican seat in the gubernatorial race in the state of Georgia continues to heat up, and a new candidate has emerged. Not as a front runner or even as somebody who has a chance at winning, but she has emerged as one of the dumbest people running for office in the state of Georgia right now. A woman by the name of Candace Taylor is running for that, again, Republican spot on the general election ballot in the Republican primary. And she is running with a very simple campaign slogan. It's just 3 words. And it is that campaign slogan that has gotten her relentlessly mocked on social media. Because that campaign slogan is simply Jesus, guns, babies. For the record, there's no commas in between there. So, it's open to interpretation, I guess. Is she saying that Jesus guns babies? Or is it 3 separate things? Or is it the weirdest shopping list we've ever seen? Either way, that's the slogan. Jesus guns babies. Jesus guns babies. And of course, everybody online, like I said, they're making fun of this. I don't want to get into their insults because honestly, you're insulting the wrong person. This isn't actually a stupid move by this individual, by Candace Taylor. This is actually fairly smart. But what it shows us is how little she thinks of that Republican base in the state of Georgia. If anybody should be offended, it's the Republican voters of Georgia. She thinks you are so stupid that all you want to hear are 3 words. Jesus, guns, babies. She thinks you're dumb enough to hear those words and then go to the polls and say, Candace Taylor, Jesus, guns, babies. Yes, I am a robot. That's how dumb she thinks you are. So yes, these voters should be highly offended. But it also tells us a lot about what the Republican Party has become. You don't have to have a platform. Hell, you don't even have to have complete sentences. You just have to throw out buzzwords that get Republicans going. Jesus, yay. Guns, yeah. Babies, aw. Hey, while you're at it, just throw puppies in there too. I mean, who's going to argue against puppies, right? Jesus, guns, babies, puppies. Ducklings. Pizza. This is absolutely a sign of what American politics has become. And to be honest, I'm not going to fault Candace Taylor for coming up with this idiotic campaign slogan because I guarantee you, there's plenty of people who look at this in Georgia and say, that's right. Even though it's not even a thought or a sentence or a question, they're looking at it going, yes, Jesus and guns and babies, because none of those are contradictory, right? Over the last several years here in the United States, at least once a week, a toddler in this country has gotten a hold of their parents' gun and killed somebody every single week for at least the last 2 years. Every week in this country, a toddler fatally shoots someone. So maybe don't have guns and babies in the same sentence. Probably leave Jesus out of that as well, because Jesus wasn't a fan of violence, which is what guns are. But every week, a baby uses a gun to send somebody to Jesus. So, I don't know, maybe it works in that regard. But these buzzwords, honestly, they do carry with them a danger. We have seen far too many instances. Well, there was one this past week, actually, in Louisiana. A group of young people actually fleeing an active shooter run into a gas station, and one of the older men in the gas station got so freaked out by these people storming in that he pulls out his gun and shoots one of them. So they're fleeing one shooter only to get shot by somebody else. And that's the problem, because conservatives throw out these buzzwords like guns. Guns. Everybody wants guns. We need more guns. There's too many damn guns on the streets in this country as it is. And no, it has been proven time and time again, the good guy with a gun thing is a total myth. Because I'm sure that dude in the gas station in Louisiana thought he was the good guy with a gun. And now you got a kid in the hospital fighting for their life. But that's what these buzzwords are, because that's how stupid, not just Republicans, but we as a people here in the United States, that is how stupid we have collectively become. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.